Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm gonna be telling you guys all about like a ton of things that you should be playing for links. So as you guys have seen in my previous deck profiles, this is pretty much all stuff that I've teched into different decks. But I want to discuss just the stuff primarily instead of a deck profile. So to start off, I want to talk about the Brilliant engine. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's basically an engine based on getting one card that will primarily it'll reset your whole turn and let you get another normal summon. It'll keep all everything that lets you special summon going. It basically, like I just said, basically resets your turn, but you have monsters already on the board. You get a lot of just like free advantage off of one card, and the whole engine's just based on getting this one card. So how it works is you have your Predaplant Orphis Scorpio and Predaplant Darling Cobra. So these cards, they're not like, you don't have to play them, but it's recommended, highly recommended. But how it's going to work here is you can normal summon Orphis Scorpio, and then by sending one monster from your hand to the grave, you special summon Darling Cobra. And then when Darling Cobra is summoned, it's going to search out a Polymerization or Fusion. So that's where you add Brilliant Fusion. Now how Brilliant Fusion works is you're going to send the material from your deck for Gem Knight. And now, I know there's a lot of options for Gem Knights, but the only one that you're ever going to go for is Gem Knight's Shrapnel. This card's really important because it's giving you a free extra normal summon. Plus, you get a monster out of it, so you can't complain about that at all. You're actually going to get 2 monsters out of this for starters, because the material you're going to send is Trick Clown and Garnet. So, when Trick Clown's in the grave, you can take 1,000 damage and special summon it back from the grave. So that's just something really simple, and you get 2 monsters out of activating this one card, and you still have your normal summon, and you get an extra normal summon. Now, a lot of builds will tell you to play 1 Garnet, but the reason that you actually don't want to do that is because if you get this card in your opening hand, all of these cards are just dead. So I've been playing 2, and I found it really useful. You guys have seen me play this in the Cyberse deck profile and in the Goiki profile. Both times I'm pretty sure it was 2 Garnet each. It's really recommended. So another thing that you can do with the Predaplants is once you have these 2 on the field, you can go into Invoker, and what Invoker's going to do is he's going to take an Earth Warrior Beast monster, or Beast Warrior from your deck and special summon it. So once you have Invoker plus Seraphonite on the field, well, Invoker plus the monster that you summon off Invoker, you can make Mrs. Radiant, who's going to have 2 arrows that point into your zones, which means that's when you're going to want to go for Brilliant Fusion and get Seraphonite into one of those zones. So now you have a Link 2 and Seraphonite, and you can use that normal summon and just go right into like a Firewall Dragon if you want, or you can go into Decode Talker since you already have enough material for a Link 3. So those are options that you have right there. Something else that I've noticed is people have played triple Trick Clown. It's a good choice. I've preferred 2 because there's times when it's going to be like, one's going to be like in your hand, one's going to be on the field or something. Like, since you can only use it once per turn, you want to keep it as scarce as possible, just so you're not bricking on Trick Clowns. But also, I'm just going to say play 2 because there's going to be a point when you're going to have this one Trick Clown that's not going to be able to bring itself back consistently, so you're going to want to have 2. So, like, even if you have 1 and it's stuck in the grave now, you're always going to have that second option that if you don't have it now, you're going to have it at some point. In the size, just stuff I want to, recommend. I'm not saying it's that important. So, Next one is Rescue Ferret. This is a card that's currently, it's like $28, but after hype prices die down next week, I can see it being like $5 max. Because Lynx have not done anything in OCG, so TCG is going to take after that, and no one's going to buy Rescue Ferret. Right now it's just hype because like it's an ultra rare, I believe. So anyway, how this card's going to work is you shuffle it back into your deck instead of sending it to the grave. And you just play up to level 6. You play up to monsters whose level equals 6 into Link Stones. So that means you can get like 2 Predaplans. If you're playing a level 2, you can get a Trick Clown in that level 2. So for example, if you're playing like Bittron, who's a level 2 Cyberse, you can get Trick Clown and Bittron, Garnet, Bittron. If you're playing a level 1, then you can get into your Gofu. So, the next one I want to recommend is Gigantes. You guys saw me play this one in Goiki and Cyberse. So, what makes this card so good is it's basically going to keep your combos going. It's a free special summon, basically. Like, you're going to have Garnet in your grave, you're going to have Seraphonite, you're going to have Invoker, you could have Mrs. Radiant in your grave. So Gigantes should never be a problem for you to summon. It's always a free summon. Like, there's literally no downside. You get rid of an Earth monster that you've already used, you special summon this, and then you use it in your next Link summon, and it's just such a good option. With how many Earth monsters are being played in like Cyberse, Link decks, it's such a good option. I recommend it. Like, play it at 3, because it's so good. Ferret's another card that I should have mentioned. Play it at 2 or 3. It's so good. So, a card I haven't talked about yet is Blackwing Gofu the Vague Shadow. I mentioned it with Ferret, but how this works is like, it opens your turn, really. When you start your turn, you pretty much just get this special summon. You get 2 tokens out, and this is going to get you a free Decode Talker without normal summoning at all. And why it's going to do that is because with the 2 tokens, you can tribute both of them to get 2 Link Spiders. Alternatively, you can just tribute them for, say, something like, if there eventually is, you can tribute them to make like a generic Link too that doesn't say like you can't use tokens. So that's also an option. And then you're gonna tribute Gofu and those Link monsters, and you're gonna Decode Talker. So it's just really free. It's like, it's a 1-card combo into Decode Talker, and you don't have to normal summon at all. You still have 4 cards in your hand. And those 4 cards could also be your Predaplant engines, your Brilliance. It could really just be about anything, but you're using 1 card to set up a Decode Talker, and Decode Talker's arrows are going to point to your field, so like, it just makes it so much easier to make a big board, and like I said, it's free. It's really free. So that's like basically all my opinions on this stuff. Like, I hope this helps you out when you're trying to build a Link deck, because this is really a lot of cool stuff that I recommend people do play. So make sure to like and subscribe to the video, subscribe to the YouTube page. In the description you can find the Twitch channel, you can find the Facebook page, so make sure to give those a follow and a like, do all that good stuff, so like you can always find the next video I'm posting, keep on that stuff. So until next time, everyone.